Hi guys and welcome back. So yeah, the world is a bit of a weird place to live at the moment. Feels like it's all been just turned upside down and give a bit of a shake really. So yeah, it just feels like we're all part of a movie at the moment and there's going to be zombies just rising from the ground at any minute. But I suppose as gamers we've all been preparing for this moment for months if not years, and we can survive for quite some time with plenty of things to do to give ourselves at least anyway. So yeah, hopefully everyone who's watching this is okay, and well, just hopefully everyone's okay. Just in general, I hope your family's okay and everything. And I'm sure we'll get through all this together. I'm sure. But yeah, I think this is where YouTube is going to be a bit of a good place because it's going to give us something to do, making these videos and watching the videos. So hopefully people are not going to stop making videos just because of what's happening. Obviously pickup videos are not going to be happening all the time or anything, but that doesn't mean that we don't want to watch you guys come on and do something, because we're all going to be bored. And to be honest, I don't really play games that often. I watch YouTube a hell of a lot more. So yeah, get some videos up. But for me, I've probably been hoarding these games. I've got flipping stacks over here. I could probably make about 3 more videos of pickup videos during this bloody terrible time that we've got at the moment. So yeah, be prepared for a lot of pickup videos. I want to get around to doing a collection video as well at one point. I want to finish off the PlayStation genre and do the handhelds. So yeah, anyway, what have I got? Yeah, so this is a bit of a mixed bag. Stuff that I got from Doncaster Market that is going to make an appearance. Stuff that's from Revival that's going to make an appearance, and CEX stuff, and a bit of modern stuff really. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy and take your mind off things for a little bit. So yeah, first up we'll go back into the Doncaster gaming market. I completely forgot to show this. I actually put it on the shelf to see where to put it before I made the video. As I say, I think it took about a week until I even made the video. So yeah, first up from Craig's Hero Games stall, of course. I mean, where else would I have bought stuff from? We have got Vampire Knight with the GunCon. So this is obviously a GunCon game made by Namco, so you know this is going to be a quality game. This is the first GunCon I've got for the PlayStation 2. I've never actually played a GunCon on a PlayStation 2. It looks a little bit funky compared to the PS1 one. I mean, that was just a design classic, wasn't it really? But it looks a lot better than the PlayStation 3 one, because that one's just flipping bizarre. But yeah, really looking forward to playing this now. Eventually, when I get around to hooking everything up properly to the CRT. I'm not too sure if this actually plays gun games. For some reason I've got a feeling it doesn't. I think the screen might affect it, or something affects it anyway. But yeah, a cool little addition, and of course super cheap. So cheers to that, Craig. Cheers again. I don't know where to put everything. And all right, okay, well, everything's a bit random at the moment, but I'm just trying to get all the big things out of the way first. Next up, we have got something that I got a while ago and I forgot to show it. I actually watched, I think it was Retro Bears pick up this video near Christmas time. I think Sean Retro Games Revived sent him a sealed copy of one of these, and it's been something that I've been looking for quite some time, but not like actively seeking it. Just I've just been really interested in it. So basically what this is it's just a game, and the peripheral itself is this box. So you put this on your knee and you tap, you put the controller on there or in there, and you tap and do like running games and sports games. It's basically just a mini game thing, but it's made by Sega and it cost me £3.50. So I mean, you can't go wrong for £3.50 games. And as I say, it's something that's really interested me for some time. So yeah, Rhythm Tap Games, Silent Blocks, Bubble Voyager, and the Visualizer. So yeah, I think this is going to be quite fun. I might hook this up sometime soon and just give it a quick whirl, because I've been enjoying my Wii just recently. I think I might have mentioned before I got a new CRT widescreen one, and I've been playing Wii and GameCube games on it just recently. So yeah, I sometimes play games, not always. From Doncaster Market, well, this is a bit of a mix actually. I was watching Rob Gernaldino's video again, probably months ago now, and he did an opening video, one of them once where he was opening specific sets of cards to see how many cards he gets, how many doubles, and if he can complete the collection all in one hit. So he didn't, but he got quite a lot of doubles. There was a lot of doubles in that set, and the card set in question was the Street Fighter 2, the movie card set. Now, I actually had some of these as a kid. I didn't have as many as this. But yeah, as soon as I watched that video, I went on eBay and someone had a near complete set for, I think, £4 posted. So I was like, yeah, send them my way. So for £4, I got all these. But like I say, there was a few things missing. And part of Rob's video, at the end of it, it said, leave a comment, and I think it was like, leave, what's your favourite card, or what was your favourite character in Street Fighter 2? If you mention that, then I will put you in a bit of a draw to win some of the doubles that he had. So, lo and behold, I actually won. So, cheers for that, Rob. So, instead of like, because I actually mentioned that I actually picked these up, Rob actually picked a few out for me to try and complete the set. I think I'm quite close to completing it now. There's only a few loose that I need to get. Mainly some of these like special cards that have got kind of glittery ones. But yeah, why I mentioned that, at Doncaster Market, he actually came and brought me some, and then I just put them all together, and now these make a nice little set to go somewhere and never be seen again, I guess. So cheers, Rob. Also, another link towards Rob, another video that I watched and got something from, basically. Pete Fighter 2 mentioned that he had a spare Dreamcast going with no controller or anything like that. So I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one, because I knew about that TV that I was getting. I thought I'd have a Dreamcast downstairs and a Dreamcast up here, and I thought that'd be pretty cool. But then I knew Rob wanted to get a Dreamcast, and so I think we offered it to him, but because it was very yellow, the Dreamcast that Pete had, I think he wanted to have like a nice new one. So Pete brought me a Dreamcast to Doncaster Market for me, so that's absolutely fantastic. Came with like all the hookups, but it just didn't come with the controller. Now, I didn't mention this at the time, but because I knew Rob was getting a new place and everything like that, what I wanted to do is, as you can see, this isn't a yellow Dreamcast anymore. I wanted to kind of surprise him. Didn't want to say anything, because I've been learning how to retrobrite, and as some people know, I've done quite a few failures. But I think I was speaking to Danester, and he basically told me what to look out for, what to do. Get a UV nail bar, and then that helps with the process. And yeah, it worked fantastic with this. This was really yellow, not really yellow, but quite yellow. Very noticeably yellow, and as you can see, this looks beautiful. And I was hoping to get this, clean it up, and then send it to Rob with a spare controller, because I've got quite a few controllers, to be honest, because it's just nice to have, just in case you get 4 people around and you want to have a bit of Power Stone on the go. Not that that ever happens, but just in case, you know what I mean. But yeah, I didn't want to say that I was going to get it right for him. I just wanted to kind of do it and surprise him. But as soon as I yellowed it, Rob sent a post to everyone to say, look what I've just got. I've just got a Dreamcast. And I was like, oh, if only he just said that. If only I got this done the day before. But never mind. Still, this is very welcome into my collection. So thanks again for this, Pete. So yeah, that's going to go over there. And now I'm going to have a Dreamcast downstairs and upstairs. Very greedy, I know it is. But it's a really good system, and yeah, I want to start collecting more for the Dreamcast, but collections are wide and far as it is anyway. So yeah, it's kind of good to do that, because you don't overspend on certain games. You pick up games that you know. Well, I do, because I've got so many different systems on the go. I'll make sure that I try and get the cheapest I can at the time. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for that. That was Doncaster leftovers from bloody whenever it was when I did that video. So next up, I think the week after, I went to Revival and met up with a load of the YouTubers again. A few extra people. Scott, Sega Zombie was there again, so it was really good to see you after so much time. Who else was there? Just the usuals: Dylan, Tutti, Danester. Who else was there? Big Mike. Without further ado, Retro, and Mark Burnout Culture. So yeah, I've not seen them two guys for over a year. Oh, and Pete Old School Variety Face. Fantastic talking to you and about car booting, and because what you probably can't see, what I'm looking at right now is I've got quite a lot of stock for car booting behind that sofa that I picked over the last few months, and they're big packages, and you keep building them up because I know there's some value in them, but I'm just too scared to listen because I don't know how to send them. But yeah, I had a good discussion with Pete about that, and hopefully I'm going to start next time there's a pound listing day and the apocalypse has ended, then hopefully I'll start listing again. But yes, anyway, Revival. What did I pick up? Well, Rob, everyone's mate, not just Tooties and Danesters. He's been making signs for some time for video games, and I picked up this bad boy. So basically, it's a Nemesis or Gradius, as other people kind of know it as. Oh, got a bit of dust on there. Sorry about that, Rob. Yeah, I got this as a metal marquee. So he actually had these in Doncaster, and it was just playing on my mind how much I wanted to get this particular one. And yeah, this absolutely looks fantastic. I know a few other people picked some of them up as well, and I'll probably pick up a few more because these are beautiful. I don't really know where I'm going to be putting them, but they're still great to have nonetheless. So yeah, cheers to that. Then what have I got? No, I'm going to forget something again. I know I am. I'm just seems to be constantly adding on stuff for videos. So right, okay. Is it? I can't remember what they're called now. Retro Gamer. Is it Retro Gamer? Hang on. No. They are a shop that I think they're from West Brom. I think maybe around the Birmingham area. Anyway, I know there was the biggest shop that was at the Revival. There wasn't many stores there, which was good for me because it just means I don't have to overspend, because I am terrible when it comes to spending money. But I picked up a few games. I didn't go too wild really, but yeah, they were selling they had a big box of Game Gear games, and it was basically, I think it was like 3 for a £5 or something like that. So I've got a bit of a bundle here, and I think this was like 15 quid I think I paid. So first up, I've got Ariel the Mermaid. So I don't know really much about this one. I've not looked at any videos or anything, so I'm hoping it's going to be a bit like the NES one, where it's actually a shooter. So that's the hope anyway. Next up, Pengu, which I think is a puzzle game. I think it's like where you're a penguin and you're pushing blocks along. We have got Axe Battler, which I'm not too sure about. I'm not too sure if this is like the Master System RPG version, or if I think it's a bit like Zelda 2, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember. I should do some research in these videos, but I'm flipping rubbish. Oh, and I've got an empty box, so that's always good to have. And the pick of the bunch, which is an RPG, Defenders of Oasis. So yeah, I think these were like 3 for a £5, or maybe even a tenner. But this one was, I think this was a tenner or something. So that was, yeah, it was quite good. Not too bad value, and yeah, I'm starting to really collect for Game Gear games now. I'm picked up like a handful on the last few videos, so yeah. Also from them, I don't know how, but I did like excellent haggling skills with this. He had this up for 40 quid, and then he had another one for 30 quid. So I went to the 30 quid one, and I've said, we do 20, and he said, got 22 and you can have it. So for 22 quid, I got CT Special Forces free. So I see you got 30 quid on there, so I'll take that off. Doesn't come off great, but never mind. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. It's a bit like Metal Slug, but I think it's got a bit more strategy. It's not quite so fast run and gun. But yeah, 6 worlds over 18 levels of confrontations and super violent adversaries and bosses. I shouldn't read. I need to learn to read, to be honest. That's something I'm not very good at. So yeah, and pick of the bunch, a game that I've been looking for some time, and it's from Saw Frums. So from Lee Saw Frums, I actually got a discount. He had this for 70 quid, I think, and I managed to get it for 60. So I think that was the price anyway. But yeah, it usually goes for about 90 to 100 quid. And the game in question is Wolfang. So I picked up Skullfang not too long ago, I think just before Christmas, and that is like a vertical scrolling shooter. Now this one is it's part of the same series. I think it's Vapor Trail on the Mega Drive, then this, and then Skullfang. And I'm not too sure. It might be Wolfang, then Skullfang, or Skullfang and Wolfang. But yeah, obviously Vapor Trail came first because it was the Mega Drive. But yes, this changes it up quite somewhat because it's almost like a platformer shooter, shmup or whatever you want to call it. So it's really cool. It's like a mech. It's a mech shooter platformer game. It looks amazing. You can basically do a loadout every time you play it, and so every time you start the game you will have different sort of like bonuses, like sort of like you can jump higher, shoot different ways to shoot and everything like that. So, and if you die you can actually change it up again on the fly sort of thing, so it's really cool. Yeah, it's supposedly quite easy to play in English because it's not quite a shooter. Obviously, people know Japanese shooters, they're easy to pick up and play, but because this has got platforming elements, I think it might make it a little bit trickier. But I don't know. As I say, one that I've been wanting for quite some time, so absolutely buzzing to pick that up. So yeah, I think out of this lot, that is going to be my only Japanese stuff. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully I'm going to survive this. Yeah, bit of a cough, bit of a cold. Hopefully it's not the old coronavirus, but taking it carefully, and as I say, keeping inside. So yeah, keeping it safe for everyone. Next up, we have got a bit of a subset on the go. Welcome to the subset zone. Get ready. Everyone seems to be jumping on these bloody subsets. I've got bloody Tooty after me. He's been after me for a bit. Big Al, he's going to complete his subset before I do. I know it. I flipping know it. And now we've got flipping Craig Super Quindando. So who else is joining? Who's going to join in the fun and do go for a PlayStation 1 double K subset with me, with us? So yeah, I think I was 5 away. I can't remember what I am. Hang on. I think with this one now, I am now 5 away. So the game in question is Smash Tennis on the PlayStation 1. So it's funny because Tooty actually picked this up at Doncaster from Craig's Era Game, but I managed to get this about a month before. This is how long it takes me to do these bloody collection videos, these pickup videos. But yeah, this is something I've been looking for quite some time. It doesn't pop up in England that often when I've been looking on eBay. So this came up for a really good price. I think it was 18 quid all in. So really good for this. Usually you're looking for around 30 quid plus to get this, and the majority of the money is importing, well, not importing it, but getting it across from like France or Germany or something, because it's a multilingual one. We've got England, France and Germany on this one. So I think there is another one where it's like Italian and whatever, other 3 languages. But yeah, so basically I don't know if this came out before Anna Kournikova's Smash Tennis, but I remember playing this a lot as a kid. I used to love Smash Tennis on the Super Nintendo. That was like one of my favourite games. Even though it was a sports game, it was so good. It was so atmospheric, and it was like a bit cartoony as well as being quite a good tennis game, to be honest. This keeps up the tradition of that, but I do know it does get a little bit more realistic as the series went on. I prefer the cartoony kind of like look to these ones. But yeah, I played, as I said, played a lot of this, so I wouldn't mind giving this a go. I've had it for about 2 months now, and I'll probably take about another 3 years until I get around to even attempting it. And I've just noticed something here on the back. This actually is Negcon compatible. Now, how the hell would that work? Maybe because the Negcon is one of them controllers that you twist and is usually known for racing games, but obviously this is a Namco game and that controller's made by Namco. So maybe you can put an aftertouch, sort of like a swerve with the controller. I'd have to look into that actually. That's quite interesting. Who thought sports games would be interesting? Next up, one I've been waiting for arriving for a long time, as well as a lot of other people. So I pre-ordered this for a long. When was it? Was it around summer last year? And it finally, I think February time, beginning of February, it finally came. It came out on the Mega Drive first, so with that, it's probably spoilt it for a few people. Well, not spoilt it, but you probably guessed what it is. And that game in question is the amazing Ultra Core. Now, I love this cover. They blew it a little bit on the Mega Drive cover, but this one I think is amazing. So this is by Strictly Limited to 1,995 copies, and this is number 331. No doubt they've probably done about 4,000, because I'm sure Strictly Limited are kind of, well, Red Art Games are really dodgy with their flipping limited numbers. But yeah, with this you get the obligatory postcard, which you get with all like the limited run games, and they sent this postcard as well, which is an Ultra Core. We are deeply sorry and apologies for making you wait for Ultracom. A little bit on the back as well, basically saying the same thing, and to our dearest customer, and please accept this as a small token of gratitude for your patience. Now, what the fuck is it? Sorry for the language, but what the hell is it? Is it sort of like a beer mat or something? Because it's like it's quite solid. So it's not what, I've never seen one of these from a limited run company before, but I mean, obviously pretty cool to have. Pretty cool to have. Right, let's get rid of that. More limited run stuff. So Red Art Games, over the last few months, they've been trying to get rid of their stocks because they've got too many stocks. They only have like 1,000 games of each of these, but yet they can't get rid of them. So for me, that just brings up alarm bells. But their deal was so good. As you'll see with this big one first, we have got Gekaido, Kintaro's Revenge. So Gekaido is a PlayStation 1 game, which I have actually got over there. And this is sort of like a scrolling brawler, sort of like Streets of Rage and Final Fight and everything like that. This one in particular came out on the Game Boy Advance, and this is just a remake of it. Well, not even just a remake, I think it's just a port with just slightly higher resolution or something like that to make it like not look like a handheld game on a big screen, because I think that would look a bit dodgy. But yeah, supposedly it's really good. The Game Boy Advance game costs a fortune, but this cost me €25. So I couldn't turn it down. It's one that I've been looking at for quite some time. I think it actually came out in the summer for not pre-order, just available to sell. And if it was limited run, that would sell out within the hour. Because I think this was like 1,000 copies, maybe 1,500. But yeah, it's all French on the back because it's a European company. I think it's French anyway. Yes, it is French. But yeah, really cool to get. I will open it one time, and this is still available, but just the smaller version, and it costs, I think, the same price as what I paid for this. Now these ones, absolutely bargains. I think I paid 10 quid each for these. Oh well, €10 each off. Yeah, plus postage for all three of them. And first up, we've got Splasher. Now this is one game that I really wanted to get on the limited run version, because Limited Run did actually produce this as well, publish it even. But I kind of I kind of lost my love for Limited Run, to be honest, because it was pushing out so many games. But this is one that really intrigued me. So yeah, it's kind of like a time attack speedrun kind of game. I can't really explain it. It's sort of like, yeah, it's just like a platformer that you've got to get to point A to point B with certain like colours or something to help you across. So for me, that's the kind of game I really love. So really looking forward to playing this. But again, this is so cheap. If I got the limited run one, I would have paid, what, 15 quid with the postage all in probably. But what's even better, it comes with a flipping slipcase, slipcover. So I'm really glad that I've held out for that one. And another one that they kind of messed up with, but I'm kind of glad to have got. Halloween Forever. Become the true king of Halloween in Halloween Forever. So this is an 8-bit style Halloween type game. So again, another slipcover on it from Red Art Games. This came out, you could pre-order it on Halloween on 31st of October, but everyone started receiving them in like January or something. So I was tempted to pre-order this one, but I just didn't like pre-ordering. And when they did this set deal and everything, I was like, I'll pay 10 quid or 10 euros for that all day long. So really happy to get that. Really happy to get these. I mean, what did I pay? 50 quid maybe with the postage for 3 games, 3 limited run games. I mean, the limitedness of it all now really doesn't bother me. They're not staying up. They're not staying up. We're not having an accident. So yeah, keeping up with the PlayStation 4 theme, we have got Circuit Breakers. Now, I think, I don't know. I'm sure I was talking to Dylan maybe about top-down dual Anashock shooters, I guess, with a couple of the games. What game is it? The other Mega Drive game that's come out. I think a lot of people have been talking about like the dual stick shooters, and I was looking into a few of them, and I saw this one, and I think this was like 7 quid posted, so, or maybe even less. But yeah, brand new, and it's called Circuit Breakers. I have seen this about, but I never realised what it was. So this looks really good. It looks sort of like a 16-bit style dual-stick shooter. Probably extremely hard, and I'll get to first level and die. But I don't know. That's what it's all about. And for only 7 quid, you can't go wrong. So got all that crap out of the way. Now I know a lot of people, they prefer me talking about the retro games. So here we go. We've got a big stack of them, and all this is from CX. So I've done quite well over the last few weeks. Over the last few months with going to the car boots and just picking stuff up and taking them across. I think I've got a big stack of Master System games. I think this is all paid for with Wii stuff I got from the charity shop around Christmas. So what do we go for first? Well, one that everyone probably knows I've already picked up because I did a Let's Play of it ages ago. And that's because Rob Guinaldini did a Let's Play of Rampage. And funny enough, I picked this up about a day or two before I received it. But yeah, I actually went and completed this. I was playing the PlayStation 2 version, and I was watching Dave Retro Games play badly, and he started playing different versions of Rampage, and I thought, you know what? He didn't play the Master System version, so let's do something a bit different and play this one, because I've not played this for God knows how long. I used to play this all the time at Friends Youth Club, at the youth club with my friends. So it holds a lot of nostalgia, this does, for me, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to get this, because I've really been looking forward to getting this. But it's a lot easier than I remember. Games aren't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be harder than you remember. But yeah, I can't remember the prices of these. I've been starting putting the prices inside them to remember, but obviously not today. But yeah, no manual, unfortunately. No manual and no game, unfortunately. I'll pick that up later. Not doing very good at this, am I? So yeah, Rampage. I think it was 15 quid. But as I say, it was all paid for by trade credit. One that I was looking for before, again, a no manualer. Unfortunately, I'll hold that in this time. Aztec Adventures. This is one that I've been looking at recently. I don't know anything about it, and that's kind of what's good about collecting. I like picking up games that I don't really know, because yes, we all like our nostalgic moments, like with the Rampage, but also it's good to have new experiences. And I just realised this is in the wrong way. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about the manuals or anything like that. I'm not too anal about that kind of stuff. I understand why people do want it, but the case and everything like that is in perfect condition. So for me, that's good. Next up, we have got, don't know which one to do out of these two because they're both pretty good. This one, I'm sure this used to cost a lot more than what I paid for it. This cost 35 quid at CEX. And that game in question is Asterix and the Great Rescue. Now, I've heard a lot of things about this because obviously it's, well, not obviously, maybe not obviously. This used to be one of them games that people used to say was really hard to find on the Master System. At least I thought so anyway, when I used to collect Master System bloody all them moons ago. Oh, I've actually got the price in here for this one. So let's hide my address and everything. I don't know if you're going to see it or not, but yeah, Asterix boxed £30. So I was quite shocked to find this for 30 quid at CEX. It comes with the manual and it's in quite okay condition. I'd say it's probably an 8 out of 10. The box itself is in a lot better condition. There's a couple of weird, oh no, they've just come off. That was just a sticker or some sticker residue. But yeah, it's a platform, and it's the other two Asterixes look very similar. But I think what this is a Mega Drive game ported down to the Master System, and I think that might be why it's got like a little bit of rarity. So yeah, quite interesting to get. I'm kind of a bit gutted that I kind of got it because it's not a new experience. I've got the Mega Drive version, so realistically I don't really need it. I am trying to stick to unique games, but I don't know, I'm rubbish here. Keep saying it, but I keep buying the same games multiple times. And next up, we have got, for me, the game that I really wanted to get. I had this before and I paid absolutely next to nothing for it, but it's one of them games that seems to be rising. You see, I keep seeing it and it fluctuates between 30 and 60 quid, and I think I paid 25 quid for it. Have I put the price? Hang on, I have got the price sticker in here. See, I have been trying to prepare for this. Yeah, 25 quid, that's not a too bad guess. I paid 28 quid for it, so bargain really. I don't know if anyone can see that. See what it is, 28 quid. And if you've just seen, it is Power Strike. So yeah, absolutely buzzing to get that. It's a shame I didn't pay $7.99 for it. But yeah, another one without the manual, facing the right way. Again, I'm a bit gutted this one didn't come with a manual, because obviously I'd rather have games with manuals for the games that I really like. But yeah, this is, it's pretty funny because people, I think it was Tootie who mentioned covers on games, sorry, the screenshot on games, and how they look a little bit faded sometimes and everything like that. These are obviously screenshot pictures taken from someone's TV, because how on earth did they do picture capture back in these days? It's always been something that's really intrigued me. But yeah, what was it they got? Sunset Riders on the SNES, where yeah, it looked terrible. They looked kind of like it was a copy or something. But yeah, really happy to get this Power Strike because I had it before and I never played it. And I'm pretty certain, is it this one or the second one that's Celeste? I know there's a bit of a strange naming sequence with the Power Strikes. I know Power Strike 2 for the Master System is a totally different game than Power Strike 2 for the Sega Game Gear. And them two are flipping expensive, and I'd love to get either one of them really. So, and I've seen as well where someone's actually converted the Game Gear game to a Master System cart, so I am tempted to get that as well. Now, next up, couple of Mega Drive games from CX. I got these actually from my local CX, so I knew that the quality of them was brilliant. I got these with actually credit that I took in for my phone. So when I got my new phone I've got now, I took my old phone into CX and got trade credit for it. I think I got about 120 odd quid for it. So the games that I got were Dynamite Headdy on the Mega Drive. So yeah, this comes complete, and honestly, this is 9.5 out of 10. These definitely should be mint. So we're really pleased to get this. This is a treasure game. It's one of them games that like starts off really easy and then just kicks your ass right at the end, and it's like, whoa, when did that happen? So yeah, it's been years since I played this game. Not the best of games, but like not the worst either. It's really enjoyable. It's I think the fact that it's really well produced really makes this game. But yeah, really pleased to get that. I kind of only got it because I wanted this next one, and I've been wanting this game for flipping ages. Again, it's one I had last time I had my Mega Drive collection, and it's one that I've been wanting to reunite back into my collection. I'll get there in the end. Flipping heck. But yeah, a bit of a tasty title. Definitely goes for more than this, what I've got on the sticker price here. And the game is Probotector. So this was in my local CX, and I saw the cover and I was like, oh my god, please tell me there's a manual in there. Please tell me there's a manual in there. There's a flipping manual in there. For 80 quid, I got Probotector. Now, I know a couple of people who recently paid 110, 120 quid for this. I know one of my friends did at Doncaster Market last year. So to get this for 80 quid, but not only that, with credit for my phone, it's basically nothing. I'm absolutely buzzing. But crazier still, I did send a link to a lot of people after I bought this. I looked at CX, I think just before Doncaster Market, and they were selling it for 65 quid. I was tempted just to buy up for them all, and then, because the manual itself isn't the best. The front cover is very loose, but I mean, it looks okay. And for me, again, I think I was saying to everyone just a second ago, I'm not too fussed about manuals, but when you're spending 80 quid, well, sort of 80 quid, you kind of do want things a bit more perfect, don't you, really? When I think 50 quid's that threshold where things really need to be a little bit decent. But again, when you're paying with credit, I don't feel so bad. With these games here, these Master System games, what was it? Probably about 80 quid's worth of games there, maybe 70, 80 quid's worth of games. I probably paid 20 quid for them. So, I mean, that's how you work CEX. So, you kind of take the rough of the smooth. I take in some shitty games I know are not, I would not accept them, to be honest. But they do, and I know people buy them, and they're happy with that. So, if you're putting in games like that, you can't expect all the games that you're going to return back with as being perfect. So, like I say, you've got to take the rough of the smooth. But that being said, you've also got the right to not be happy with some of the games, and their return policy is perfect for that. So anyway, I've turned into a bit of a CEX rant. I'm really sorry about that, guys. But yeah, anyway, that is everything I've got on this pickups video. I've got loads more stuff. Some looking at over there, because I've got the pile over there. It is very random. A lot of CEX stuff, bit of Japanese stuff. Not much Japanese actually, but yeah, really varied stuff. So again, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Hopefully it's taken your mind off what's going on outside, and hopefully you're all keeping safe and not going crazy and buying loads of toilet roll and food that you're not going to eat. So yeah, hopefully you're safe. Keep safe, guys, and hopefully see you on the next one. See you later. Bye. Hi guys, so yeah, bloody quick one just to add in right at the end. Yeah, completely wanted to do some shout outs, and I completely forgot to add this in to my video. But yeah, a couple of guys I've been watching just recently and totally need to have some more people watching. Beefy ALX or maybe something like that. Anyway, there'll be links down below anyway. He's just started doing videos just recently, all because me and Al just basically shouted him out, called him out to make some videos because he was on his beer drinking live stream and started talking about his Nintendo 64 collection and was like, would love to see this, because on his channel at the time it was just full of trains and bus journeys and stuff, and was like, come on, where's the games? We want to see some games. So he just started putting the most amazing things on his pickups. Like, I just blow you away. Mainly PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64. And he's got some heavy hitters, and he gets them all the time. I think he's a Yorkshire lad, maybe. He goes to Sore Thumbs and everything like that. So I know a lot of people like the Sore Thumbs little crowd that goes around there. But yeah, proper sound guy, and he's not like me, doing like these stupidly long videos. He's like 5 to 10 minutes, so great to watch just to see some like just amazing games, really. And yeah, just watch the first video that he's done with video games as well. He just does a few of the highlights that he's picked up over the last year or so, and there's some flipping amazing things on there, so gotta stop saying flipping. Right, anyway, next up we have got Nick Berry, which I'm sure I've shouted out before, but I think more people need to go into his channel and watch, because he's got, again, amazing stuff. Like, he has got the collection that I would love to have in like 10 years time sort of thing. He's been doing this for God knows how long, probably collecting, definitely hoarding more than I do. He's got, we all have like shelves around our room. He's just got like shelves, just like a library full of games. It's just incredible, like his collection. He's recently tidied up his games room, put some new shelves in and everything to help it like be displayed a lot better. So everyone should go down to his game room tour and just be amazed, because that video is just flipping amazing. I just can't say enough good words for it. But yeah, Nick Berry, go over to see him out and check him out. Proper sound guy as well. So yeah, 2 great channels. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this shouting out thing as well, because I'm getting to see some new channels and adding them all the time. I've got no time to play games anymore. I just talk about games and watch other people picking them up. It's brilliant. So yeah, anyway, see you later, and hopefully you guys go over to them 2 guys. Beefy ALX, Nick Berry. See you later, bye.